Guzzlord is coming out with the shiny form in Pokemon Go for the first time ever, which is very exciting. So we're going to check out the top counters and everything you need to know about Guzzlord and Pokemon Go. So welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go. Guzzlord is coming back from October 6th, which is going to be Friday at 10 a.m. and that's going to go all the way until the 20th at 10 a.m. local time, and then we're going to be switching over. Okay, so Guzzlord, everything we need to know. It is a dark and a dragon type Pokemon. This makes this Pokemon have a double weakness. Can you guys guess that? If you don't already know, it's going to be Fairy. So if you guys do need more raid battles, you could check the pinned comments below, jump into my Discord totally free, or you could check out the Patreon to get you more exclusive paid access to that, or even get on my friends list. So with this double weakness, we are going to totally exploit out everything we need to do about the Guzzlord. It's got to be all fairy types going after this Pokemon very hard. The raid hours are going to be on the 11th and the 18th. And like I said, the shiny form is fantastic. So if you guys are not going to use fairy, the other weaknesses are going to be bug, dragon, fighting, as well as ice. But obviously, as we talked about, when any Pokemon has a double weakness, we are going to target it as hard as we can, which then is going to lead us to what are the 100% IVs. So at level 20, it's going to be 1650. Or when weather boosted under two conditions, windy or foggy. Foggy, very, very challenging to get. Windy, not so much anymore. It's going to go to level 25 at 2062. So remember those two numbers. And if you guys do get a Shundo, please tag me on Twitter. I would love to see that at the Trainer Club with 2 Bs. So the moveset of this Pokemon are going to be the fast move of Dragon Tail and Snarl. And then for the charge moves, it will get Dragon Claw. It's going to get Sludge Bomb. And then it has Brutal Swing and Crunch for dark moves. Brutal Swing, a little bit more favored for a meta attacker. Crunch, sometimes favored a little bit more towards PvP. Which then leads us to how many trainers does it need to take down this Pokemon? And that is going to be 1 trainer. So according to Pokébattler, at level 40 counters, it's going to take 0.79 trainers to take it down, meaning it's a pretty easy solo, but you have to be using the fairy Pokemon. So moving into the top counters for this Pokemon. So let's talk about the Mega, because the #1 counter is going to be Mega Gardevoir with Charm and Dazzling Gleam to take this Pokemon down the absolute fastest, followed by the Shadow form in spot #2. But to optimize the XL candy coming off this Pokemon, we are looking at Dragon types, and we are also going to be looking at Dark types. So the recommended Mega for me is going to be Mega Altaria, because it will boost the Dragon type to be able to catch this Pokemon at a higher point, and then it's also going to boost all the fairy types in the party, so you're going to take it down a whole lot faster. So using this Pokemon is going to be what you do, unless you're going for the solo. If you are going for the solo, guys, I highly suggest you use that Mega Gardevoir as a spot. And then if not, and you're going in with a big party, only 1 person per slot. So in spot #1, somebody will use the Mega Altaria. Then in spot 2, somebody can use it. In spot 3, somebody can use it, and so forth, so that you're not taking up the DPS, because this Pokemon, albeit a fairy type Pokemon, will do a lot of damage. I suggest that you guys don't use it as one of the top attackers. In spot #3, we have Charm and Play Rough on the Shadow Granbull. In spot #4, we are actually going to get the Mega Diancie with Tackle as well as Dazzling Gleam. In spot #5, we have Geomancy as well as Moonblast on the Xerneas, and Mega Rayquaza for Dragon Tail as well as Outrage. In spot #7, we're going to get Counter as well as the Dazzling Gleam on the Mega Alakazam, and then we're going to have the regular Gardevoir in spot #8. In spot #9, we have Charm and Dazzling Gleam on the Togekiss, followed by the Gallade in spot #10 with Charm and Close Combat. So we already have a bunch of really good Mega Pokemon, Shadow Pokemon, and budget counters. If you guys want to see more of them, you can keep checking them out here, but we're not going to go too much further into this. Okay, so we have everything we need to know about this Pokemon. Next, what we're going to talk about is the weather conditions that are going to affect this Pokemon the most. So for cloudy weather, that's going to be the most beneficial, because it will be able to boost all the fairy types and take this Pokemon down the absolute fastest. As far as anything else, remember, we also have cloudy weather, which will boost fighting moves, which is actually on the Mega Alakazam. Very good. Okay, so then further, we need windy weather as well as foggy weather. That's going to boost this Pokemon, Guzzlord, coming at us to level 25. It will boost its movesets, as well as cloudy weather boosting its poison move, but we're not too worried about that. But now let's take a slight pivot and check out this Pokemon. Is this Pokemon going to be worth anything in Pokemon Go, and what can we expect from it? Its best moveset will be Snarl and Brutal Swing at an ER value of 36.4, followed by the All Dragon type at 31.64. So for both of these, we need them to be at least 40 to really start shaking anything up. In the Dragon category, we have very powerful attackers, so we're not going to check that out, but let's see where it sits in the Dark category. Mega Tyranitar at the top at 53.55, Hydreigon regular at 41.65. On the second page, in the 14th spot overall, we have the Snarl and Brutal Swing at 36.4, which is also behind Yveltal, Darkrai, Ash Greninja, Hydreigon, and Tyranitar. So for a meta attacker, it is not going to stack up. As a Dragon meta attacker, also not going to stack up. But what about PvP? So in rank 27 Great League, we have the Guzzlord with Dragon Tail, Dragon Claw, and Crunch. And the IVs are going to be 113-2, so to be able to get this, you're actually going to have to trade with a basically non-registered friend. In the Ultra League, it's ranked 26. At a 115-15, same trade scenario goes here. And then in the Master League, it's ranked 96, but Brutal Swing will overtake Crunch. So this Pokemon mainly focused for GBL. You're gonna have to trade it to try to optimize its stats, and that's all we got here. So Guzzlord and Pokemon Go is there. Everything you need to know, all the attackers, the IVs, and everything for the so forth. So good luck, everybody. Get that shiny and enjoy yourself. And beyond that, I would say just stop at the shiny. Do not go beyond the shiny, and then just trade some of them for PvP if you want to use it. So thank you guys for being here as always. To all my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody takes your support, subscription, anticipation to X level. I'm gonna see you guys out in the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.